What's up, magical people? Welcome back to Your Most Magical Life. I'm Mia Magik, and today we're talking about the 5 elements of witchcraft. These are the not just foundational building blocks of life all around us, but truly what I feel like are the pillars and the foundational aspects of what it means to be a witch and why that's so important in the modern day. I'm going to be making a bunch more content leading up to Samhain and All Hallows about that topic and the witch wound and how we can work through it, and so many other aspects of witchcraft during this last little chapter of witch season this year, even though like really every season is witch season in my world. But I really want to support you all as we enter into winter, at least in the northern hemisphere. And so these are the elements that I have found really support me in my journey in creating a magical life. I have manifested so many incredible things that I never could have imagined even a few years ago, and made so many of my childhood dreams come true and just continue to do so. And these are the facets or the aspects that have allowed me to bring to fruition things that I thought only ever existed in my fairy tales. And during this witch season, if any of you are interested in joining a super conscious cosmic coven in Witch School, my foundational fundamental program for living your most magical life, please click the link below, because this program is truly so many of the elements that have helped me change my life and that we're going to talk about throughout this video. But this is really teaching you, showing you, guiding you, giving you the tools to dig into your own magic and your witchcraft. So make sure you check that out at the link below. The first element of being a witch is your wisdom. You are cultivating your lived experience. You are embodying what you've learned throughout your life, from your hardships, your challenges, and your joy, your pleasure, all of the dreams and accomplishments that you achieve. This is a collection, not just of conceptual knowledge, but of what you've done with that knowledge, how you've seen or learned the hard way to utilize it or not. And your wisdom is really your own. That's what's so powerful about witchcraft, and what even that word means. It means wise, witch means wise, craft means strength or skill. So if we're crafting or strengthening the skill of our wisdom, that's gonna just look like, okay, wow, I learned that this type of situation is not good for me, or it's important for me to have boundaries here. Am I going to do something about it? Am I going to stay away from those situations and have boundaries in these? That's wisdom, right? We have the information, but we act upon it. We do something about it. And that's what witchcraft is really all about, is embodying what you've learned. And for me, that looks like the awareness that plants and the world around me is super sentient and is totally alive, and that there are stone people and tree people and water people and elementals, and that I have power, and that all beings have power, and that everything around me is God looking back at me and reflecting the divine home to me and reminding me of it. And your wisdom is going to look your way, because your life is different than mine. Everyone's life is different. So everyone's wisdom is going to be unique. Everyone's magic is going to be unique. And I believe that our magic is sourced from our wisdom, from what we've learned and how we've uncovered and shed and unburdened ourselves from our old patterns and stories and belief systems in order to utilize that wisdom. At least mine certainly tells me that magic is real and miracles are possible, and I am an infinite divine being. And that is what allows me to then harness that power and that knowledge and that wisdom and wield it like magic. So the first element of witchcraft is your wisdom. And the second, the I, obviously goes for your intuition. Now, I like to drop the wisdom into intuition because, again, your intuition can be conceptual, or you can hear it, you can get that little nudge, go left, go left, go left, go left, but you go right anyways. Intuition is bringing that element of wisdom, the embodied action, into your intuition, meaning you always follow it. You always listen, you always say yes to that voice inside of you, your inner wisdom and guidance system. And not only that, but for me, that intuition is really about, and this is what my book is all about, so those of you who are ready to dive into this profound language of the universe, my book, Intuition, is out January 30th, and it's available for pre-order right now, which is really supportive for first-time authors like me. So if you want to order it, I'm going to put the link below. And so your intuition is also reading this eternal, infinite language of the universe, is understanding that there's always communication coming to you. If it comes in that little voice, great, but it can also come to you in colors or in specific words or in places that you travel to and get totally activated or have this incredible remembrance of. There's so many ways that God, Goddess, and universal consciousness are communicating with us at all times, and your intuition, not just that inner voice, but your inner wisdom, your inner knowing, helps you to understand and interpret all of the information around you. So that's the second element of being a witch. And the third element of witchcraft is transfiguration and transformation. Now, Transfiguration is the Professor McGonagall class at Hogwarts. It happens to be my life's work in the Gene Keys. That's not lost on me. This is perhaps the most important element. And yet we often refer to this as transformation. So that's how we're going to speak about it here. You have to transform yourself, your belief systems. You have to transform the wounds of the patriarchy and the programming inside of you. You have to transform the status quo. You have to be fucking courageous. You have to be willing to transform yourself to become the most unapologetic and untamed, like Lisa Lister's book, version of yourself in order to truly be a witch. You cannot be hiding anymore. That time is done. We've been hiding. We're done with that. And we have to transform that relationship to the world and be safe to be out here like, hi, I'm standing here in a fucking hat that has meant evil, been this like iconic symbol of evil. And I'm wearing it in a whole different kind of iconic way. You know what I'm saying? But that's big. Not to toot my own horn, but fucking beep, beep. I gotta pat myself on the back every day, girl, because this shit is brave. It's brave. And I honor myself for being brave, because I'm a fucking warrior queen and I'm never gonna stop being one. So what's that version for you? What is the old way that you must transform to step into the most magical version of you? To transform the story that says, oh, I'll be rejected, or oh, I won't be accepted. By whom? I only want to be accepted and belong with people that love me being like this, who don't want me to hide and play small. I'm good on those people. I'm not worried about their acceptance. Doesn't mean shit to me, you know? Because I accept myself, because I've transformed the parts of myself that made it feel bad or wrong or shameful to be who I am, the way that I am, how I am, as loud and as big as I am. Bye. Not interested. We have to transform the old ways. We have to transform them within ourselves. We have to transform them in the world around us. We have to transform them in the way that we relate to people and one another. Like, you gotta roll with your sisters. Don't fuck around on your sisters. Don't betray your sisters. Don't betray yourself. Don't betray your brothers. Don't betray people, anyone. We have been betrayed by society, by that version of ourselves that expresses itself as the evil in the world. You've got to stop being evil to yourself. You have to transform the old patterns. Be kind to your inner child. Let their healed nature guide the way, and let your healing journey be guided by their wounds. Mic drop on that one for myself. Just had to give it, like, that's, whoa. I received that at the same time as y'all just saying. That just came out. Wow. It's true. That's what my whole life is about. That's why I wear this, is because my inner child wanted to be dressed up and live magically every day. So that's what I'm doing. And we have to transform the old ways within ourselves in order to transform the ways in the world around us. Because it ain't working this way. The majority, right? Like, I look at my life and it's working for me, you know, really well. And I want that for everyone. I want that for everyone. I want everyone to be able to look around at their life and be like, come on, it's so good. Like, oh my. That's what I want. We deserve that. It feels so good. Yeah, I got a big ass Viking out there. Y'all can probably hear him just clapping at his life. He's getting so excited. He's like applauding himself. We all deserve to applaud our life. Hallelujah. So transform any habits, any ways that you are not creating a life to celebrate or relating to life as something to celebrate, feeling worthy of like adorning yourself in a way that feels celebratory, all of it, transformation. The fourth element of being a witch is your connection to the divine, whatever that looks like for you. That can be anything. I'm writing a chapter in my book, for my next book called Witch Rule, that's out, I don't even know when, I think in like 2025, some point, April 2025. So it's gonna be a while. But I'm writing the book about Mother and Father Nature, because it's both. I like to refer to the divine as the Great Mother, because I think that she's been stripped from major religion, but that does not discount the Holy Father, never will. So it's your connection to whatever the divine looks, feels, tastes, smells like to you, and your connection to Mother and Father Nature in the earth beneath your feet. Your connection to the awareness that you are interconnected with all of life. That's why your actions matter. That's why the things you buy matter. I say this all the time, but I'm gonna keep saying it until we all get the picture and stop shopping at Target and Walmart and fucking Bed Bath & Beyond when there is enough stuff in the world. I've just furnished a big, beautiful, massive home, all secondhand, everything, even my clothes, like everything, because I feel so deeply connected to the earth, because I feel the pain and the agony that she experiences on a daily basis from the way that we plunder and pillage her. And I feel so connected to her. I experience that pain with her. And if I paid as much attention to it as I can in some moments and feel it as viscerally as I can in some moments, it's feels like dying. I can't let myself be in it all day long. So I have to choose my actions in relationship to the awareness of that pain and honor her and know that because I am part of the web of life, because I have an impact and play an important role. I'm the main character in my story, just like you're the main character in yours. I know that if I make choices that honor that connection, that connection will be honored. And my hope is that more people will be transformed, will feel their connection, that I can ripple out, that I can utilize my wisdom and my intuition and my awareness of the language of the universe and my role in it, and transform the limiting belief or the story that I don't have an impact. And I can believe, I can transform myself into transfiguration, really. Utilizing that transfiguration of my, not lower self, but the version of me that would believe that I am not powerful enough to affect and have an impact on the fabric of my reality as its main character. So I transform one thing into another, and the transfiguration is a version of me who knows that by making the kinds of choices that honor the earth, that I am sending that wave out into a species that is a reflection of me that then reflects honoring the earth home to me, forward to me. That's my connection to you, to myself, to the divine all around me, to the goddess, to the planet. Micro choices affect macro reality. That's our connection. And the final element of being a witch and witchcraft is healing. Is healing yourself, healing your inner child, healing your belief systems, healing our relationship to the planet, healing the way we treat each other, creating harmony within and all around. And this is what the world needs right now. This is why it's so important to be a witch right now. Why it's so brave and it's so important is because the world needs healing, and this is where we came from. This is who we all were. Doesn't have to be the pointy hat, but it can be the macaw headdress or the Maasai beads, the hupa, the yurak, the Ojibwa, all the people, all the indigenous people, the Celtic people, the Romani people, everybody, Siberian people, everybody from everywhere, all of us. These are our old ways. These are the ways we once operated. These are the ways we functioned as a magical society and species. So it's time to heal the wounds that have caused us to live in the modern world that we do currently, that is so out of alignment and integrity with our Mother Earth and Father Sky. And look what we're doing to the air, you know? So we must heal ourselves, and we must be willing to heal even those we would deem most evil, because everyone's capable of healing. Everyone. I truly believe that. I truly believe that. And I said this, I've been saying this recently, I've been talking to people, I had someone ask me, but what about evil? But what about real evil? I was like, evil is just a response to pain. People who commit atrocities and evil acts are in agonizing pain. Have you ever felt what it's like to hate yourself or to take something that you didn't deserve? It hurts. To be greedy, it hurts. Makes us not like ourselves. And when your actions are fueled by that consistently on a daily basis throughout a lifetime, probably with the intention of keeping yourself safe or taking good care of yourself, trying to survive, you are going to be in so much pain. And the unevolved person in pain, being in pain, wants to get rid of the pain by alleviating it. And often the way that we think we will alleviate it is by projecting it onto others, unburdening ourselves and putting it on another. It doesn't work, unfortunately. But that's what evil is. A broken, wounded, former innocent who is trying desperately to rid themselves of existentially agonizing pain, no matter the source. So we need healing, and we need to heal those people most of all. Those are the people who need the most compassion and the most acceptance and the most love, because love heals all wounds. It might not make you walk again every time, but it can heal the pain of not having something you think you need. And so healing is the fifth element of witchcraft, and why it's so important to be a witch right now, to be a wise and intuitively guided person, devoted to your transfiguration and transformation, connected to all of life, and healing yourself. Healing the stories and the voices that make you feel like who you are is too much or not enough. Like there's something wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. You're not broken. But you can heal the stories or the voices of others that told you that you are or that you were. And I believe that when enough of us commit to our healing and embark upon the path of your wisdom, whatever that looks like. You know, I got a lot of Buddhist witches in my life. My partner's a Buddhist witch. You know, doesn't matter what your tradition, if you're practicing any ancient wisdom or any cultivation of your own inner wisdom, you're a witch. You can be a Christian witch, you can be a Hindu witch, you can be a Jew witch. Everyone can be a witch, and everyone can heal, and everyone should embark upon that healing journey. Not should, but I highly invite you and encourage you to. That's what allowed me to become magical, is by healing the parts of myself that didn't believe I could be, or that thought there was something wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with you. And so right now in the world, there's nothing more important than these 5 elements. And you can look at the 5 elements, the earth, the embodiment, right? The air, the breath, the intuition, the listening, the communication, the fire, the transfiguration, the transformation, the spirit, the connection, the divine in all, and the healing, the water. The 5 elements, the flow, the creative power of the cauldron of rebirth, the baptism, the cleansing and purification of the water, the healing. This is what the world needs right now, y'all. Come roll with me. Let's go. I truly believe that we can change the world by changing ourselves. I truly believe that. I've seen it. I've witnessed it in my own life. The more I changed myself, the more my life changed. And the more powerful I become to impact more people, to support more people in accessing their power and their magic and changing the world around them. It works. It's working. You're helping me make it work. Thank you. Step into your witch, your wisdom, your intuition, your transfiguration. Be brave, be bold. I know it's fucking hard. I know. Trust me. I, of all people, fucking know. It's hard. Okay? I know. I got fucking big combo dots, San Pedro the weekend before. Like, I'm doing it too. Leading retreats with massive fucking healing, unbelievable rituals, watching women transform, leading calls in witch school, answering people's questions every single day. I'm doing it too. I'm doing the work every day. I'm never gonna stop, ever. I will never stop. I might take breaks. I do take breaks. I fucking rest and chill. Haven't enough lately, but I will. Camped and got to sleep on the earth 2 nights in Iceland. That was pretty great. But you know, I do take breaks, but I will never stop. And my request is for all witches to step up and never stop. Never stop rising, never stop shining. The world needs us right now, needs our light. And most of the time, we find our light through our darkness. So I'm here with you on the journey, supporting you in connecting to the 5 elements, the 5 sacred things, and these 5 elements of being a witch, transfiguring your life into its most magical. And that is truly what I'm here to support you in doing. So please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with anyone you think might enjoy it and be served and supported by it. I am Mia Magik, and as always, it is my greatest honor and pleasure to welcome you to your most magical life.